Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will talk about 10 things Naruto learned from the villains. No academy textbook ever really prepares anyone for the villains that appear along the journey. A hero is nothing without a villain, and the villains from Naruto and Naruto Shippuden bring a lot more to the table of storytelling. This series quickly bring in a great deal of philosophical themes right at the very beginning, and unlike most anime, the villain was at the very center of those themes. As a rookie ninja, Naruto and his comrades have a lot to learn about the ninja world they live in, but reality is a much harsher teacher than they could have ever expected. No academy textbook ever really teaches a soldier how hard a real fight is, and it especially doesn't prepare anyone for the villains that appear along the journey. Teamwork really does make the dream work. No matter how strong a ninja is, they can never go alone when undertaking a mission. It's important to have someone else there for support when the plan goes awry. Even when pain decimates Konoha, and Naruto is left to save the day, he still needs a significant amount of help. If Naruto didn't have the frogs from Mount Myaboku as well as Katsuya giving him information on pain, he would have never have gotten as close to winning as he did, and even then the plan falls apart. Hinata has to come to Naruto's rescue, and when that fails, Naruto is helped by his father who spares him from being corrupted by the Kyuubi. 9. Knowing your opponent makes a huge difference in battle. After many battles with the enemies of Konoha, Naruto learns to recognize that everyone has weaknesses, even villains. Although he doesn't quite convey the use of strategy, in the beginning, he learns that throwing punches carelessly will only lead to defeat. Even villains have some sort of limitation or weakness that can help to win the fight. Thanks to Tsunade's slug Katsuya sticking with Naruto during his fight with Pain, Naruto was given all the intel he needed to fight back against the Rinnegan user. All the information was so useful in defeating each Pain that he almost won without any casualties. If only he knew exactly when Pain's push and pull power was going to return.
8. Knowing when to leave the enemy to someone else. Although Naruto may be considered the hero of the Leaf Village, that doesn't mean that every battle becomes his responsibility alone. Though he might feel strongly about fighting the next enemy that approaches him, he's learned that there are times when the fight has to be left to someone else. During the Fourth Great Ninja War, Madara faces the Five Cage, and even though clone Naruto wants to join the fight, he is instructed to leave Madara to them, as the leaders of their village. It was personal for them to handle the threat, but at the same time, Naruto needed to focus his chakra more on the front lines. 7. Some jutsu can defy the laws of nature, from bringing the dead back to life to gaining immortality. The villains of Naruto have accomplished some terrifying feats. Kabuto amassed an entire army of the dead toward the end of Shippuden, and hidden from the Akatsuki was literally unkillable. Since these characters don't care for any laws, they'll go as far as to defy the very laws of nature. This gives them the power they desire to accomplish whatever villainous goal they have in mind. Orochimaru, for example, had the end goal of immortality. 6. The stronger the jutsu, the worse the side effects. Over the course of the series, Naruto sees many powerful jutsu in the battles against enemy ninjas. In an effort to grow strong enough in preparation for these battles, both the heroes and villains have used such powerful jutsu that it comes with terrible side effects. Nagato immediately died after bringing back all the Konoha villagers with his jutsu, Samsara of Heavenly Life technique. Though Naruto didn't have the opportunity to know Itachi, he surely must have learned from Sasuke the risk of overusing the Sharingan. Some ninja are lucky, with strong jutsu that don't have any apparent downsides, but some of the strongest come with huge risks. 6. The stronger the jutsu, the worse the side effects. Over the course of the series, Naruto sees many powerful jutsu in the battles against enemy ninjas. In an effort to grow strong enough in preparation for these battles, both the heroes and villains have used such powerful jutsu that it comes with terrible side effects. Nagato immediately died after bringing back all the Konoha villagers with his jutsu, Samsara of Heavenly Life technique. Though Naruto didn't have the opportunity to know Itachi, he surely must have learned from Sasuke the risk of overusing the Sharingan. Some ninja are lucky, with strong jutsu that don't have any apparent downsides, but some of the strongest come with huge risks.
For sometimes even the villains deserve compassion. Nothing is black and white with these characters because human nature is so complex. While Gaara and Sasuke's hatred of the world is viewed as evil, the Raikage's hatred and even Sai's lack of compassion are seen as acceptable. When you look at these characters at face value, it can be easy to fall for labeling them as the hero or the villain. But they're all humans, with flaws and all, who've experienced pain. Some pain can be harder to triumph over than others. What Naruto learns is that sometimes you need to just give someone a little compassion, which he does for Gaara in their fight during the Chunin exams. He understands the pain Gaara's been through, and that reveal of compassion is what inevitably changes Gaara to become a more compassionate human being himself. Having strength can change someone's life in a terrible way. It's the catch-22 of the series. The cruelty of the ninja world forces people to become strong, but when you become too strong, that can make people treat you in a cruel way. The strongest ninjas have been taken advantage of, like Zabuza and the members of the original Akatsuki, but it is the members of the greatest ninja families who live the toughest lives. Haku was almost killed because of his bloodline trait, and Niji was branded with a mind-controlling curse mark from his own family, the Hyuga clan, in order to protect their family. The whole reason Orochimaru chases after Sasuke is because of his obsession with the Uchiha clan's Sharingan. True hatred made them the way they are. Over time, the series' overarching theme of love versus hate becomes more clear and resounding. Granted, not every villain made their choices because of a particular hatred they had, but all of them forgot about love and tend to lean more towards hatred to some degree. Nagato is the greatest example of this tragedy. He once had dreams of peace, and he and his comrades from the original Akatsuki worked towards bringing peace to the Rain Village. The organization went to ruin after they were attacked by the Rain Village's leader Hanzo, who was convinced by Danzo, from Konoha, that they were actually a threat. Other people corrupted by hatred also took part in destroying the peaceful Akatsuki, which was the moment that changed the character Nagato and made him evil. One hearts can change. Giving compassion doesn't always end with the enemy changing their ways for good, though it does help. Sometimes the villain has to learn from their own mistakes and terrible choices in order to realize that what they're doing or what they've done is wrong. More than anyone else, no one exemplifies this as well as Sasuke. Sasuke is given so many opportunities to change. Even after watching his brother Itachi die in battle, a wish he's had since the very beginning of the series, he was easily manipulated by Madara to not only hate Konoha but actually start loving his brother again. It isn't until his bloody stalemate with Naruto that he appears to grow tired of his hatred and see that loving others isn't such a bad thing.